get your collar pressed. Time to get yourself all dressed. Time to get your shiny dance shoes on. Cause everybody's jumping at JAX. All the kids are coming down just to dig the swinging sound. You can hear the band from miles away. Cause everybody's jumping at JAX. Here's a little well-known secret. Sure as there's the sky above.
Nothing could be any sweeter
than dancing with the one you love. When life is like a sour note, here's a happy antidote. Come to where the party never ends. Cause everybody's jumping at JAX.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Campus JAX. Give yourselves a big round of applause for being here on a Sunday evening. My name is John Ocampo, and it's my privilege to be your host this evening and to introduce this great band. But before I do, I just want to call attention to all the upcoming events that are happening right here. If you like live jazz music, anyone in the audience like live jazz? Anybody? I'm not sure what kind of crowd we have tonight. Okay, if you like live jazz music, Campus JAX is the place to be in Orange County. We've got live jazz happening here at least one night a week. And of course, this coming week, this Wednesday night, we've got esteemed jazz vocalist. Her name is Tawanda. She's going to be performing Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. That's Wednesday, September 10th, right here. She's got a great band, and she's an amazing award-winning jazz vocalist. And then we have another amazing vocalist the next night. That's September 11th, Thursday night, right here, Crystal Lewis. Yeah, see? That's not Crystal Lewis's mom, is it? No, that's just a fan of Crystal Lewis. Crystal Lewis started singing gospel music back in the 80s and 90s, and she's now singing lots of jazz music. She's going to be doing kind of a chronicle of all of her musical career for the last 30 years, leading up to her most recent jazz recordings, Thursday night, September 11th. And then next Thursday night, one of Orange County's most popular, famous, and beloved trumpeters, Tony Guerrero, is going to be here on... Yes, Tony Guerrero. You guys know Tony Guerrero, right? Exactly, yeah. Tony Guerrero and friends. Those are the guys that he's paid to be in his band. Tony Guerrero and friends are going to be here. They're going to be celebrating their birthdays. I guess they're all celebrating birthdays in the month of September. But that's what's coming up. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, who is here to see the Julie Morimoto Big Band? Yes, that's right. Make some noise as if this is your first time seeing the Julie Morimoto Big Band. Yes, that should be everybody, because tonight you are witnessing the world premiere, the debut performance of the Julie Morimoto Big Band. And it's also their CD release party, and there will be CDs available for sale in the back at the table at the end of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, no more talk. Let's hear some music. Please welcome the Julie Morimoto Big Band.
Good evening, everyone. So that was our first chart called Blues in a Hoss Flat, which featured our amazing tenor saxophone, Kenneth Dixon. Elijah Parra on trombone. And Matthew Esqueda on piano. But y'all didn't come here just to listen to some jazz. You came here to listen to some stuff that was maybe on an album somewhere? Yes. So why don't we start off with our title track called Start of Something Beautiful, which was written by our Barry player, Jose Robles. So we hope you enjoy Start of Something Beautiful. So that was the first track from our album, featuring Alex Louis on saxophone. And next up, we have another track from the album called Snake Juice, which was written by my friend, Annabella. Can you stand up in the audience? I can't see very well. There she is. Her amazing composition. So we hope you enjoy our next chart called Snake Juice. And once again, that was Snake Juice by Annabella Cuevas. This one featured Gabriel Burns on the alto saxophone. Michael Newfield on trombone. Brian Watson on trumpet. And once again, Matthew Escate on piano. So now we're going to take a little detour off the album because it's a little bit fun to do that sometimes. This one, because let's be honest here, I'm known for my high notes, right? Just a little bit. But one of the most iconic charts I know of that has trumpet high notes in it is a little song called Friend Like Me. A little bit of a Latin thing, so we hope you enjoy. This one will feature Jose Robles on bari sax, Joshua Christian Childress on tenor sax, and I'm going to throw my hat in the ring and do a little bit of a solo as well. We hope you enjoy. That's pretty fun, wasn't it? Gonna chill out just a little bit for this next song. Next song is by Alan Ferber, and it is called Hyper Ballad. But don't let it deceive you, not the entire thing's a ballad. This one will feature our trombone player, Elijah. Apparently, it's a surprise solo, but that's okay, because he is amazing. Haven't you loved his solo so far? And it will also feature our trumpet player, Brian Watson, once again. So we hope you enjoy Hyper Ballad by Alan Ferber. So a little bit about this album is that, funny story, actually the reason why this idea started. So there's this amazing saxophone player named Jay Mason who couldn't make it. He got called by, what was it, the Hollywood Bowl to go play? So how dare he miss this amazing event for going to go play at the Hollywood Bowl? But he's just that amazing. But I was taking a lesson with him, and he saw my iPad lock screen. And he was like, "What is that from?" And I was like, "I drew it." He's like, "That would look like a really sick album cover." And then from there, the idea kind of blossomed and grew, and I was thinking, I have a lot of amazing composer and arranger friends. It'd be great if they had some professional level recordings to get their compositions out there so that way they can sell them. So that way we can make a little bit of money, hopefully, as young musicians. And so now we're here with 17, right? 17 of my amazing friends, putting ourselves out there and putting out some amazing music. Speaking of amazing composers, we are going back to the album. And this next one is called Born to Play, which, how many of you like funk music? Disco kind of vibes? Yeah? So this one, yeah, I think you'll like. This one was once again written by our amazing bass sax player, Jose Robles. And we hope you enjoy. And now we're going to slow it back down a little bit. So this next one was another composition by an amazing friend. I actually played this at my senior recital back in undergrad, and it was written by an amazing friend named Matthew Enciso. I forget where you're sitting. Stand on up, my dude. Go Beach, that's for sure. So this one is Danny Boy. This one is important to me because my grandfather, this was a song that he loved to sing, and I played this for him, and he was happy whenever I did that. And so this is a tribute to him. And once again, this is Danny Boy. On a brighter note, how many of you like Disney? But I have a little bit of an issue with this one. I would love to play When You Wish Upon a Star, but it requires 6 trumpets, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. Does anyone in the audience happen to have a trumpet?
It's too late. It's too late. I can only play that at 105.
This amazing trumpet player is Ryan DeWeese. And he will be joining me on this chart, When You Wish Upon a Star. So we hope you enjoy. Killing player, don't you think? Can't you tell he spends part of his day playing at Disney? Now we have one more chart by the amazing Jose Robles. This is an arrangement of Eternal Triangle. And would you like to tell us the story behind that? No? You just want us to play it and see what they think? We can do that. So we hope you enjoy Eternal. Wait, I just remembered something. Speaking of wishes, I think it's someone's birthday tomorrow. And I wanted to wish him an amazing birthday by having the band play a happy birthday in all 12 keys at the same time. So please sing along to my dad, Gordon, and wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Did you all hear the trumpets back there doing their trumpet thing? And now back to our regularly scheduled programming with Eternal Triangle. And that one was a saxophone duel between Joshua Christian Childress and Kenneth Dixon. And now, before our last chart of the night, I know I'm so sorry. I would like to introduce you to these amazing musicians. Keaton, can I get a little something? So, our alto one is the amazing Alex Louis. If y'all want to play a little something when I say your name, you're more than welcome to. And then we also have an alto too, Gabe Burns. On tenor one, we have Joshua Christian Childress. On tenor two, we have Kenneth Dixon. Our Barry is also one of our amazing composers, I should say, which is Jose Robles. On trombone one, we have Michael Neufeld. Trombone two, we have Elijah Parra. On trombone three, we have Amanda Mora. On bass trombone, we have Paul De La Rosa. It's hard for me to label the trumpets because they're all flip-flopping back. They're all playing different parts, so I'm just going to label off who they are because they are all amazing. We have Brad Torres. Keith Ransons. Ryan Buchanan. And Brian. His last name is Watson. I don't know why I blanked on that. Our pianist is Matthew Esqueda. Our guitarist is Fabian Mendez Guevara. Can I say it? It's Grammy, right? Our Grammy award-winning bassist. Rigo Moreno. And our amazing drummer, Caton Burns. I want to give an extra shout out. I mean, I was going to give you an extra shout out, but because he's the one that got us in contact here, and so we can play for all of you and show off this amazing song. And I would also like to give a thank you once again to all of the amazing composers and arrangers in the house that contributed to this amazing show. And thank you so much to Tony Guerrero for helping us play here. He's an amazing trumpet player. And you've tasted how amazing the food is. You should come back next Thursday night to watch him. So we have one last chart for you, and this one comes with a little bit of a story. So back in high school, I did this summer camp called Idlewild, where I learned a lot about jazz, and I played in a few big bands. One of these big bands was under the direction of someone that a few of you might know named Joey Sellers. And back in high school, this chart had a slightly longer name, and I just loved it so much. And so Alex and I calculated, it's like, what, I was looking for it for 7 years or something like that? I was looking for this chart for 7 years, and finally found it. And I was talking to Joey, and I was like, yo, you okay if I record this? And then he gave me the chart, and now we recorded it, and it's great. So give another hand to Joey for this amazing chart. This song is called Screaming Seating Protagonist. And once again, I am Julie Morimoto, and this is my Jammin Big Band. This last chart will feature Joshua Christian Childress and myself. We hope you enjoy our last song.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Julie Morimoto Jammin Big Band. Keep it going. Keep it going. Great job. Keep it going. Do you want to hear more music? Don't you wish you could listen to this music all night long? Well, you're in luck because we've got CDs for sale right back there. You take that CD home and listen to it all night long and think about the great music you heard tonight at Campus JAX. One more time, Julie and the Jammin Big Band. Congratulations, everybody. We look forward to having you guys back here at Campus JAX again, and we look forward to having you back with us at Campus JAX again. Check us out at campusjax.com for all the live jazz coming up in the future. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next time.